You can do 10 things well, but you can't pick one. And that's not freedom. That's a prison you don't see yet. Most people think being multi-talented is a gift. But if you're watching this, you already know the truth. It's exhausting, it's confusing, and it keeps you stuck in a loop where you start everything and finish nothing. Here's what nobody tells you. Your brain wasn't designed to hold that many possibilities at once. And until you understand why, you'll keep spinning. Let me explain what's actually happening inside your mind. When you're multi-talented, every skill feels like a path. Every interest feels like a future. And your brain treats each one like a bet you haven't placed yet. So it keeps all of them open, waiting, just in case. This creates something psychologists call decision paralysis. But it's deeper than that. It's not just that you can't choose. It's that choosing feels like losing. Because every time you pick one thing, you're saying no to 10 others. And your brain hates loss more than it loves gain. So you rotate. You try one thing for a month, then switch, then come back, then try something new. And you tell yourself you're exploring. But really, you're protecting yourself from the pain of commitment. And here's the worst part. You're good at everything. So people praise you. They call you talented. They say you're creative. And that praise feels good. But it doesn't move you forward. It just locks you into the identity of potential. You become the person who could do anything, but never does. Now, this is where most advice fails. People tell you to just pick one thing, or follow your passion, or find your purpose. But that doesn't work. Because your problem isn't motivation. It's not laziness. It's not even confusion. Your problem is that your identity is split. You don't see yourself as one person moving in one direction. You see yourself as 10 different people, each pulling you a different way. And until you collapse that, nothing changes. Let me show you what I mean. Imagine your brain is a spotlight. When you focus it on one thing, it's powerful. It lights up everything. You see clearly. You move fast. But when you're multi-talented, you're trying to light up 10 things at once. So the light spreads thin. Everything looks dim. And you can't see any path clearly enough to walk it. This is why focus feels impossible. You're not weak. You're not broken. You're just trying to run 10 different operating systems on one machine. And your mind is overheating. Here's the shift. You don't need to kill your other talents. You just need to stop treating them all as equal. Because they are not. One of them is the foundation. The others are tools. Let me explain. Right now, you see your skills as separate identities. But what if they are not? What if one of them is the core, and the rest are amplifiers? For example, maybe you're a writer, a designer, and a coder. Most people would try to do all three. But the smart move. Pick one as your center. Let's say writing. Then use design and code to make your writing sharper. Suddenly, you're not split anymore. You're led. This is called skill stacking. And it's how the most successful people think. They don't abandon their talents. They arrange them. One becomes the engine. The others become fuel. And here's what happens when you do this. You stop feeling scattered. You stop second-guessing. Because now, every skill has a place. And you're not choosing between them anymore. You're using them together. But here's the part most people miss. You have to pick the core based on leverage, not love. Not what feels the most fun. Not what you're best at. But what creates the most opportunity when you get good at it. Ask yourself, which skill, if you mastered it, would make everything else easier? Which one opens the most doors? Which one gives you control over your time, your income, your future? That's your center. Everything else orbits it. Now, let's talk about the fear. Because you're probably thinking, what if I pick wrong? What if I waste years on the wrong thing? Here's the truth. You won't. Because the act of committing teaches you more in 6 months than 10 years of switching ever will. You learn faster. You see deeper. And if you need to adjust later, you adjust from a place of clarity, not confusion. The only real mistake is staying in rotation mode. Because that's not exploration. That's avoidance. So here's what you do. Right now. Today. Step 1. Write down every skill or interest you're juggling. Don't filter. Just list them. Step 2. Circle the one that has the highest leverage. The one that, if you went all in, would change your life the fastest. Step 3. Commit to it for 90 days. Full focus. Everything else becomes support, not competition. And here's the key. You don't announce it. You don't post about it. You just do it. Because the moment you commit privately, Your brain stops fighting you. It knows the decision is made. Let me tell you what happens after that. Within 2 weeks, you'll feel lighter. The mental noise drops. You stop waking up wondering what to work on. You just know. And that clarity gives you speed. Within a month, you'll start seeing progress that actually stacks. Not random bursts. Real momentum. And that momentum feeds itself. You feel competent. You feel directed. And for the first time in a long time, you feel like you're building something, not just trying things. And here's the part nobody talks about. The other talents don't dissipate. They come back. But now, they come back on your terms. You use them when they serve your center, not when they distract from it. You become someone who doesn't just have skills. You become someone who uses them with precision. And that's when people stop calling you talented and start calling you dangerous. So let's recap. Being multi-talented isn't the problem. Treating every talent as equal is. The shift isn't about giving things up. It's about choosing your center and letting everything else support it. And when you do that, the chaos becomes the advantage. Because now, you're not just good at many things. You're unstoppable at one thing, amplified by everything else. If this hit different, there's more where this came from. This channel breaks down the psychology most people never hear, so you can see yourself clearly and move faster than everyone's still guessing. Subscribe if you want to stay ahead, because next, we're going into why most people never escape average, even when they work hard. And trust me, it's not what you think.